I'm feeling pretty nervous about the show coming up. Just been in this year, 2022, Dancing on Ice, mainly because, the competition's very good. We've got a few ex-dancers in there, competitive Olympians, and just from what I've seen and how speaking to guys as well, everyone's quite competitive. We all want to have a good time. We're all friends and all that sort of stuff. But then there's all that bit of, yeah, we want to win as well. So, talking to Brendan, I've known him quite well, and his dancing background has him in very good stead. Same with Regan Gascoigne and Kimberly as well, all with very good dance backgrounds, which means their lines are good and they have their hands in the right position, and it gives them a little bit of edge. But obviously, you've got to find your strengths as well. And so me being a bit bigger and hopefully a bit stronger than some of the male competitors, I can use that to my advantage in the lifts and stuff around the ice. So it's all going to be good fun though. Looking forward to it. It is a little bit different. And the main reason is because it's very much although I have a partner in Robin, it's a very solo sport, because Robin, is a world-class skater, and she can do what we do in a sleep. So it's all about me and what level I can get to, and being clean and with my feet and with my hands and my lines and sort of stuff. So there's a lot of pressure on me, whereas in rugby it's very much a team sport, and if you make a mistake, it can be covered up. You can still win the game and still get through. Whereas this is about repetition and routine and nailing that. And so, you've got a minute and a half to execute a routine that is supposed to be as highly polished as possible. Whereas rugby, anything can happen. It's reaction as well as sort of anything else as well. And you've got teammates to back you up and cover your mistakes. So I feel very much out there on my own, but it's an experience that I'm looking forward to as well, is sort of taking on another sport and seeing what comes with it. Probably be just those butterflies, the butterflies you get in your stomach when you do something, when you're about to do something, whether it's an extreme sport or, and I'm playing rugby all over those years. I don't really get nervous really, especially playing rugby, because it's something that I've done time and time again. So once the ball's kicked in the air, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what I'm capable of. And so I'm just excited to have those butterflies again. And I had them during X Factor when I did that with Tom and Levi. And I remember when we were going to go on the stage at Simon Cowell's house, we were sitting and being prepped in Simon Cowell's bedroom, and there's a 5-minute wait before you go on the stage. And I remember that feeling of like, oh my God, the tingle of excitement about going out there and doing something, being uncomfortable. And some people don't like that feeling. But I sort of do, because it makes you feel alive. And I know the sort of exhilaration that you get after it as well, that thrill of being on stage or being on the TV or being on the ice and performing. And so I'm looking forward to that. Whether it'll be a thrill or a disappointment, they're two different questions entirely. But I'm looking forward to sort of testing myself and seeing how I come out on the other side. Well, my first cap for England actually came off the bench, and I was playing scrum half, and we were against Italy. So it was quite a nice introduction to international rugby, in terms of come off the bench. We were playing one of the, obviously I get shot by all the Italians, but one of the weaker sides in the Six Nations that we were expected to win. So, and we were winning quite well when I went on. So it was quite an easy start to international rugby. Whereas this, I feel, is very much in the deep end. And, like I said, rugby is second nature to me. I've been playing the game since I was 4 years old. You come up through the ranks. I played England in the 16s, 18s, 19s, 21s, England Sevens, England Saxons. So I've done all the stages going up to the main one of playing for England. So I think I took that better in my stride than I will this. I think this will be a lot more nervous, just because I'm not an ice skater. And, I know there's a ton of people out there who will hope that I trip over my toes and face plant and slide my way off the ice ring. So a lot of pressure on me personally with the ice skating. So probably more nerves for doing this. I'm lucky in the fact that I've come over here and I don't really have anything else to do. So I'm literally just full ball whenever, we train 2 hours every day in the morning. Robin and I are hitting the ice. We give ourselves the weekend off. So a lot of people have still got stuff going on. I'm very much just sort of sitting at home, being a dad and trying to entertain Jackie and Farah most of the time. So it is a struggle sometimes, I'll tell you that though. So I've been able to throw myself into it, yeah. And my partner, Robin, is a fitness freak. She, skates for 2 hours and then goes down to F45 gym and works out for another 2 hours and makes me feel very, very unhealthy and unfit. So I've got to try and keep up with her. So I've started doing a bit more fitness from the new year as well, New Year's resolutions and all that. So I've been going down to the gym a little bit more, keeping in good shape, and yeah, trying to. I do like to think that I take my attitude from training as a rugby player and add it to the ice. Is that, you know, we do it with a smile on our face. We do mess around, but we are getting work done. And you know, I want to go as far as I can in this competition. And Robin understands that, and she pushes me pretty hard on the ice. But that's what I expect from her, and she knows what she gets from me. I said to Robin the other day, I was like, listen, I want to try and do something that's not been done on the ice. And I was kind of trying to come up with some like crazy things that have been done on the ice. The only problem is, like, literally everything's been done on the ice. That's the only problem. So, and she was telling me about Perri, and I haven't watched. I heard Perri was very good, but he was doing like flips and stuff. So all the stuff that I was sort of like, how about we do this? She's like, oh, Perri did that, and he did the Harry Potter one as well. I wanted to do Harry Potter, and he did that. So Perri seems to have stolen all my moves from a couple of years ago. So there's loads of things. I just want to be able to get on the ice. I'm not very good at twirling, so spinning. So to do an axel or a double or a triple axel, whatever that's called, maybe that should be my my aim. And Robin was literally saying to me as well the other day, I was like, how good do you get? And she was like, if you last like the 8 weeks, you'll be surprised at how very good you get. So I'm excited to hopefully go as long as I can and just get better and better and better. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to make it my own signature move. That's what I said to Robin anyway. I wasn't holding onto the side of the rail, but I wasn't a good skater. I sort of skated like I was rollerblading so I could get around, but doing crossovers and skating backwards, none of that sort of stuff. That really took a long time to sit in. And I said to Rob the other day, something's clicked now, and I actually feel a lot more comfortable on the ice. And even after the first sort of 20 hours of skating, as soon as I stepped on the ice, I still felt very sort of like I was at a miss. I didn't really know, even though I could sort of skate. Whereas now I feel a lot more comfortable on the ice, just sort of stepping on and getting straight into it. And yeah, hopefully that'll continue. I want that to continue and continue more and more. And as well, Robin being the Mr. Miyagi of ice skating, she's always saying, don't ever get comfortable on the ice. You've always got to, respect it, respect lifts and that sort of stuff. Because as soon as you don't, that's when you'll catch toes and you'll catch edges and you'll fall over, or you'll do lifts wrong and drop people. So I want to gain in confidence, but keep the respect, I think. Well, I was very adamant. They were like, oh, we might do a movie week. And I was like, listen, Harry Potter, that's where we're at. That's my only film. But it's been done. So damn it. So I had to come up with something else. So, I'm not sure. I think when I was speaking to the people as well, they were saying, because obviously, like, all I really watch now is Disney movies, just like Disney Channel. I just got Farrah constantly, and then and my other kids as well. So I grew up watching Frozen and all that sort of stuff, and now we're on to Coco and Enchantio and all those ones, and all these films that have got loads of singing, loads of music. So obviously, Disney's where it's at. I think being a dad, I think to keep the kids involved, they'll all love it. So